What's going on? What's going on? Welcome everybody to Rep Your Side. Sorry that my co-host Austin can't be here this week, but I got my man Coach. He's going to be in here looking out for me, and we're going to get this show started. Now, I just want to announce this is our 1 year anniversary for kicking off this show. Got a lot of people to thank. If I forget your name, I am so sorry. Got to kick it off with my main man, Austin, myself. Coach always come in and help us out on whatever we need for him to do. I got to give a shout out to Kobe. He's been on quite a bit within the year. Little Darren, Gerard. Got to say my man Gerard. Tay is a newcomer that's been on the show. Got to give him a shout out to my girl Rizzo because she has kicked it off for a lot of times of last year with us. You know, she's off and on every now and then. And I just got to thank the people out there, man. We thank everybody out there for giving us so much support on this show. This was a show that was thought of by me and Austin just to have fun, talk about sports, and look at it now. We've been doing it for a year. So I want to say thank you for everyone who ever supported this show. Thank you.
Also, big shout out to Dwight, and I think his name is Chris. Y'all had him.
I forgot about Chris. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good. Hey, now y'all. Hey, Big Dog. Major congrats to you. Major congrats to Austin. Man, Big Dog. Don't be offended though when Austin takes off. Man, he got the rocket ship strapped to his back, as they say in wrestling. And he's headed to the moon.
This is the reason why we did this show. It wasn't for me. This show was done for him, so he can take off. You know what I'm saying? You know me. I'm in my rocking chair, just rocking away. This was for him.
Oh, hey, when I told him one day when he got on For the Health of It, I said, Austin, man, you know, I honestly, you know, I can't pay you to do this, obviously. Yeah. But if you come on with me, man, just help me out along the way. I would love for you to stay as long as possible. And then eventually, you know, when you say, Coach, I got my own thing going on. Okay, I ain't gonna take offense. So, hey, major shout outs to Austin. Major shout outs to you too, Big Dog, man. I'm enjoying this and I love repping my side.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, man. And funny part, I give you a little story. I've been knowing Austin since he was 10 years old. He's 19 now. 19 now. Funny part about it is we started out playing on our Xbox. And that's why I met him at, and we went from there. And we had so many debates. I don't care if it was sports, if it was real life, what was going on. We didn't have multiple debates. So when he asked me about this show, starting the show with him, I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and let's do it. Hell, we do it every day anyway. We on a game where we arguing sports or giving our opinion on certain things. So why not? Let's go ahead and give it a try. So like I said, it's been 1 year. I'm happy with it, man. Really happy with the way it go. And I give him more props. I swear to God, I told him I want to see him one day on ESPN somewhere, making them $1 million. Matter of fact, I want you to replace Stephen A. Go ahead and take his job. You know,
he gonna be on ESPN, Fox, one of them, man. He gonna be there.
Right.
He gonna be there. Sure.
Yeah. So I definitely want to give him that. So, man, now let's kick this off here. Let's kick this off with the major leagues right now. Major leagues, man, is going on with the playoff. Now, the biggest upset so far, Boston Red Sox upset the Yankees, man. Upset the Yankees, eliminate the Yankees. And I guess everybody thought the Yankees was going to be there. This was the Yankees year. They was going to go back and win a World Series, but didn't happen that way. Went out first round. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give a shout out to Boston, man, because Boston did their thing on that one, man. Also, today, for the AL division, Boston Red Sox will be playing Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay is something to deal with. I mean, I don't think they're going to be as easy as it was to beat the Yankees. I think Tampa Bay is going to give them a run for their money. Gotta hate this one, man. My White Sox, man, we kicked it off today, man. We played against the Houston Astros. We lost our first game 6-1, man, 6-1. But I'm not worried about it. White Sox going to bounce back and come on back. And hopefully we could take this game. I just need, just take one game at a time. That's how I look at it. National League Series, man. You got the Atlanta Braves against the Milwaukee Bucks. That's going to be a good series right there. You know, I think the Milwaukee is going to, I hate to say it, I think Milwaukee going to take Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It's usually, if you look at it, Coach, how it was, like when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowls, like all the Tampa Bay teams was right there. Right there, hockey team, all of them was right there trying to win. Same thing, I believe, is going to happen with Milwaukee. You know, the Bucks in one. I do believe that the Milwaukee Brewers, and I know I said Bucks, I meant Brewers, is going to end up taking this. You know what I'm saying? I'm really hoping for the Brewers. I mean, because
so you think Green Bay go win?
Huh?
You think Green Bay go win?
Yeah, the Milwaukee Brewers.
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about Green Bay. You think they go win? You talking about Milwaukee?
Oh, the Packers? Right now, I don't know. We're gonna have to talk about that when we in football because Cowboys is looking good. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys looking good. So I'm not too sure about that right now. Green Bay, you know, they turned everything around. Cowboys, they looking good. So I don't know. We're gonna have to remain to see. And
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say for the St. Louis, that game is to be announced. St. Louis have to wait on a winner. Because I still think someone else is fighting in the National League to become in the playoffs. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? I think everything was so close in the National League. So San Francisco Giants right now is waiting to see who they're going to play.
Okay. What about the Angels?
The Angels, they're not in there this year.
Really?
California Angels? No, they didn't make it.
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim?
Oh, they the Los Angeles Angels? Yeah, they didn't make it this year.
Okay.
I don't think
did they announce MVP for baseball?
Yes, they actually did, and I forgot to look at it and see who it was. I did see that though. I think they did. It was MVP for baseball. Okay. No. I'll take that back. That was the WNBA. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. We can touch on that too. I got to give a congratulations to my Sky. Oh my God! You know the Sky is going to the what is it called for the WNBA? Just like the NBA going to the
semifinals.
Yeah, they're going to the semifinals. They're going to. Candace got them to the semifinals, man. I think that was the best thing they did was picking her up because she got them to the semifinals. So I got to give them a congratulations also too. Now we can jump on this NFL, man. This NFL was, man. I don't know. I know your Panthers lost to the Cowboys, man. We could touch on that. Cowboys are looking pretty good. I mean, I picked the Cowboys to take that division, but I didn't think the Cowboys were going to do this well. But on the flip side, the Cowboys do have an easy schedule. You know what I'm saying? So I thought Carolina was going to take them out this weekend, but Cowboys end up pulling that game out. So I don't know what you think about that one.
Yeah, it was a good game. We didn't have CMC, so that's the big thing, man. I think that was the major difference. CMC is the best running back in the game right now, and you take him away from the Panthers, we're not the same.
You notice that's what hurt him last year.
Right,
because he was out last year. There you go with the Panthers. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know. We hopefully
I think the issue with the Panthers is we're on offense we're too overly reliant on one player. First it was Cam Newton. Then it was Christian McCaffrey. Cam and Christian never just had that same boom. Christian McCaffrey came like 2 years too late. Or came on 2 years too late. Whereas Cam, like by that time was done. And then you look at the year last year without Cam, they didn't have Teddy did great. But they had no CMC. And then the year where CMC was there and Cam was injured, you know what I'm saying? He ain't had no quarterback, no competent quarterback. And had he had Teddy that year, he would have been good.
And you know what? That's good that you said that because Teddy Bridgewater, look at him again. I love Teddy Bridgewater. I swear to God, I wanted the Bears to pick him up. He's so injury prone. Now he's out. Look at Denver. They lost their first game.
Out at Denver. I was like, man, what happened? Why is Drew Lock playing? And I was like, he must be hurt.
Yep. So he lost his first game. They lost their first game because of Bridgewater is out, and I was like, man, that's crazy. Well, we got to look at this right now. Let's talk about these Cardinals, man. The only undefeated team left is the Cardinals. I mean, is the Cardinals for real? I mean, I'm looking at this like, okay, I know Austin is so high on Kyler Murray. I guess I'm going to have to get high on them too, because exactly what Kyler Murray is doing this year, I'm sorry. You got to put him in the MVP conversation.
They got Stafford in the MVP race. They got Derek Carr in the MVP race.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Hey, Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray got to be in there too.
You got to put Kyler Murray in there, man, because I look at it. That's how I look at it. I look at it as Kyler Murray right now. To me personally, is the MVP.
Yes,
only
sir.
team only team is still undefeated.
Yeah, we're a quarter of the way into the league, into the season.
Yeah.
Right now I'll give it to Kyler Murray.
Yep. Now, Coach, you're a coach, man. I gotta ask you this question. Ask you this question about Urban Meyer. Okay. Yeah. Me personally, what should the Jackson Jaguars do with Urban Meyer after being seen in a bar, which was his own bar? He owned his own bar. He owns his own bar.
You know, the picture of him and his wife on the wall.
Yeah, with a woman dancing on his hip. You know, the video surfaced.
Hey, she wasn't dancing on his hip, big dog. She was dancing on his lap.
Well, you know, that's what they want you to say. They want you to say his hip because they already know he was in trouble when he went home. I mean, I don't even know if he was able to go home. Might had to go to the garage or.
He didn't go to the main home. He went to the other home.
He went to the other home. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, you being a coach, man, and you supposed to be, you are looked at as I'm looking at you. I put you way up there. So you're supposed to be mentoring me. How would it look now as you being a coach? This happened. How do he lose the respect in the locker room? What happens? What goes on from here? Because a lot of people was asking for him to be fired. I look at it like this. You're a coach, and things like that happen, but you're a married man. You just had a baby. This happened. Was it intentional? Was it accidental? See, I can't look at you like this and say, okay, first of all, coach is a man. You know what I'm saying? And we make mistakes. If you have none of this have ever happened to you before, and this happened, would I want coach to lose his job? No, I wouldn't want you to lose your job. Something like this had never came up. Never in your whole entire life has came up. You know, I'm gonna say it like this. I didn't see the video. I never seen the video of what happened with Urban Meyer. I don't know how he was reacting to it, how he was reacting to her. So I'm gonna give you the floor and let you answer that because I don't know.
So what happened was he was sitting there on the, you know how the bar chairs are, they're kind of high. So he's sitting there and the young lady is basically in his lap and she's just, dancing, going side to side, side to side. And he has his hand around her hip, if I remember correctly. Okay. There was some intimacy between the two. I'll say that. Okay. There was definitely some intimacy between the two. I don't know if he didn't know the young lady, if they had any prior relationship. I don't know all that. Yeah. But I mean, big dog, to be honest with you, that's not his first time doing something like that. Yeah. I mean, this is just my opinion. This is Urban Meyer. Now, how do you get caught in your own bar? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you on the floor? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you got other spots, not condoning anything. I'm just like, man, you got to move a little differently. But also, man, if you just look like, I know you was talking about me, I don't get in any trouble, or I would assume that's what you're talking about. Right. But if you look at Urban Meyer's track record, man, he's not necessarily a stand-up guy as a lot of people back in 2006 and 2007 and 2008 during his Florida years thought he was, man. You had I don't know if he got any incidences at Utah, but he had incidences at Florida for sure. He had over 31 arrests in his time at Florida. At Ohio State, he had the incident with the wide receivers coach, and then it was one more. I can't remember exactly what else happened at Ohio State. But after Ohio State, he goes to Jacksonville and he tries to hire this guy, the strength coach. That he didn't come from Mizzou. He came from I want to say he came from Iowa. I'll have to look that up. He tried to hire the strength coach that had just had a racial incident. And it's like, man, you can't. That's Florida. That's Ohio State. Now you're trying to hire this guy, and now you got this incident of infidelity. That's 4 things. 3 of them just now happened at here at Jacksonville. You had the incident with the wife, or 2, and then trying to hire the racist strength coach. So me personally, if I'm Jacksonville, I'm not firing him because I don't want to pay him. Okay. So if they fire him, they're still on on the hook for paying him the length of that contract or whatever. So I mean, I wouldn't fire him. I would just make him wait it out. You know what I'm saying? Because he doesn't want to be there at this point. He's on the other side thinking, man, I'm just trying to get fired at this point, bro. Like, winning cures all, but unless they go on like a 7-game win streak, 6-game win streak, I don't see him being safe. I mean,
I'm looking at it this way. You had that as they keep saying, that excellent record in college of winning. You're a winning college coach. You come to the NFL and now you do stuff like this.
He's been doing stuff like this, man.
Okay.
And the domestic violence is a big thing now in the NFL, or in society in general. And you had somebody on your staff committing domestic violence, and you kind of turned the blind eye to it. So I mean, you can't do that.
Yeah, and I did hear that. It was a lot of stuff going on as he was a coach in college, and they were just letting it go because this is a top-ranked player. You know, I want to get him in the NFL. He's going to be this. He's going to be
Aaron
that.
Hernandez.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez had a bunch of incidences. Yeah. Man, but if you go back, man, they're probably going to do a 30 for 30 on that Florida, from 06 to 2010, I guess, that Florida team. But, man, I don't know him, so I don't want to talk too bad about him. And I know people now that personally know him.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, if you just look at him, he doesn't stick around a losing situation long.
They always said that. They said they was waiting on when is he gonna say, I quit, I'm done.
I mean, because if you look at how he left Florida. Yeah. He left Florida because he had a heart condition, right? When really what it was Tebow left and he had a bad year and he was like, I gotta get the F up out of here. And then he sat out a year, maybe, and ends up at Ohio State. Yeah. He has that stringer at Ohio State with Zeke Elliott and them boys. Does well, and then I gotta retire for my family or something like that. You know, boom, disappears for a year or two. Now he's at Jacksonville. So I mean, I don't spit in my face and tell me that it's raining with Urban Meyer. That's my thing. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And I look at it like this. Now you got somebody like Bieniemy from Kansas City could have had that job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. Stuff like that don't make sense, but I forgot. You know, we gotta say it's still that as they call it, the good old boy club. You know, he's one of those members of the good old boy club, so that's what it is. Facts. I mean, well, the owner is I believe I don't know if he's Muslim, but I know he's like some kind of Arabic descent or Middle Eastern descent. But they actually own, I don't know if you're into wrestling, but they actually own like the second biggest wrestling promotion in North America, AEW. So they own AEW. Yep. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. That's why they so big right now, because they didn't blew up tremendously. Right. Yeah. This one here, man, I really hate this, but I think I got to fault Mike Tomlin for this, and I don't know if I could fault him for this, or I got to fault the general manager or the owner, because I think the owner needs to let him have total control of that team. Give him the general manager, give him the coaching, and let him run that team, man. We discussed this 2 weeks in a row. Is it time to sit Big Ben down? I mean, when you got to either that or Tomlin is like, you know what, I'm gonna keep Big Ben in there. And I'm going to let Pittsburgh suffer for this, because I done told them this is not the quarterback. This man is done. His time is up. What did I tell y'all? I said, this man can't even throw 10 yards downfield. Yeah. He cannot even move out the pocket. Okay. This man has been sacked, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 10 times already. Already been sacked 10 times already, and we only in the third game, about to be the fourth game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just waiting on when is they gonna pull the plug on Big Ben? I mean, it's time to sit this man down. I understand you don't have a quarterback, but you know that's their fault, because all these quarterbacks that was coming out of the draft, they could have picked up a quarterback. Now you got to deal with what you have with that Nathan Rudolph. I mean, that's what you got to deal with. Mm-hmm. But I would think I would prefer to deal with him than putting Big Ben in there, because right now Big Ben is not going to get them to win no game. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And I hate that in Mike Tomlin, because like I say, never had a losing season, but I don't know, you know, so I don't know what you think about it. Man, who's going to be the quarterback? That's the main question. You know, I guess you ride it out with Ben for this year, and then y'all part ways. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Big Ben in this situation. I would personally keep Tomlin just because, like I said,
Tomlin ain't going nowhere. I don't think they're going to ever get rid of him.
You don't get rid of Tomlin because he's done too much winning in bad situations.
Yeah.
So you keep Tomlin. You figure out what you got to find a quarterback. I mean, you keep your eye on the Deshaun Watson situation. That's what I say. Deshaun Watson, Cam Newton.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Man, I got to ask.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to ask you, man. Tom Brady returned to New England, man, and good game because I thought, man, if they would have kicked that field goal,
right?
We've been talking about something totally different. But is Mac Jones the new Tom Brady of New England? Because they seem very happy with Mac Jones.
I guess, man, it's gonna be hard to. I mean, Tom Brady is literally the best. He's not even the best talent at quarterback. He's the greatest winning quarterback of all time. But it's hard to replace that and hard to be the guy that, you know what I'm saying, that you're going to be the next guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Cam Newton was in a bad spot because he replaced the guy. You don't want to be the guy that replaces the guy. You want to be the guy that replaces the guy that replaced the guy.
Right.
I mean, I think he'll do all right. I think Mac Jones will do all right. I don't know, man. Well, I mean, what's a success though? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's hard. It's hard to play 20 years in one place, man.
Yeah.
Big Ben's about to do it, but even now he's struggling. So I don't know, man. I don't know if Mac Jones can last that long.
Yeah, Big Ben should have been gone 3 years ago. I mean,
right. I mean, if you think about it, man, if they get rid of Big Ben a couple years ago, and they brought in somebody like Carson Wentz, right? Because he was hot, or somebody like Deshaun Watson, or you know, anybody, and they still had Le'Veon Bell, and they still had Antonio Brown. You know, that's the squad.
Yep.
Squad. Because at one point you had like the best receiver and the best running back.
Yep. You're 100% right. 100% right. Well, as we're speaking of the Patriots, man, the Patriots went on and traded Defensive Player of the Year Stephon Gilmore for a 6th-round pick to the Panthers, to your team. So that brings more depth for defense on your side.
So how did that happen? Because at first I was reading he got cut, and then it said the Panthers acquired him. So did he just officially get traded for a 6th-round pick, or what happened?
Well, yeah, he at first they said he got cut because you know what they wanted him to do was take a pay cut.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a problem with him taking that pay cut or whatever. So then it was announced that the Bill Belichick released him.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden it came about that he was traded. You know what I'm saying, to the Panthers for a 6th-round pick. So right now that's where it stands. He got traded.
I mean, I'm happy. We got a great defensive player for a low price. And then the only bad part about it is our number 1 draft pick, our 1st-round draft pick actually got hurt. Joe Horn's son got hurt a couple weeks ago. So that's the downside about it. So I mean, he's going to automatically fill in that spot, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one here, you know, Jalen Smith was actually acquired by Green Bay after the Cowboys released him. And I was like, okay, Cowboys got that much depth on defense that they can, you know, release a guy. But the good thing about it, because Green Bay needed some defensive players, they picked him up. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing right there for him. Now, this is a question I wanted to ask you too. Is Tampa Bay in trouble on defense? They secondary, all 3, 1st, 2nd, 3rd cornerbacks out, hurt, where you had to bring in Richard Sherman.
Right.
Is they secondary in trouble?
Gotta be.
I mean, now you're expecting Tom Brady. He has to put up the numbers because now you gotta help the defense.
Yeah. I definitely think Tampa Bay is in trouble, man. You lose, man. If you lose that much depth at one position, you're gonna have some trouble. So I mean, and you look at how good Tampa Bay's defense was last year.
Yeah,
I mean, their secondary wasn't all world or nothing like that, but it was a part of that defensive unit, that helped keep wide receivers in check. So yeah.
And the funny part about it is, if you really think about it, Tampa Bay defense didn't get good into the playoffs.
Right.
Now, totally shut down KC in them.
Yeah, the defense and the offense picked up. It was like the line started blocking better, and I'm like, man, shoot, all right. Yeah, that's my big gripe. I don't want to go on a tangent too much, but that's my big gripe, man. It's like, yeah, Tom Brady can look good as long as his jersey clean.
There you go. And I tell people that all the time. I tell them that all the time.
I'm not hating, but I'm just saying, man.
I say that too. Yep. If you ever watch a Tampa Bay game, it's rare that you ever see Tom Brady hit the ground. Rare.
Yeah.
So I say that same thing. I think I've seen him hit the ground more times Sunday than I had ever seen him hit the ground.
And then, they actually changed the offense last year. He was holding on to the ball for a long period of time. Yeah. And then they changed the offense to where he's running more of that classic New England offense, where he's doing a lot of check downs, a lot of 5-yard passes, 10-yard passes, getting the ball out of his hand quick. That way he don't have the chance to get hit. So I'm like, man, cool, he's doing that. I'm not hating on the offensive scheme. I'm just saying, man, he got a great offensive line. And that's why he succeeded. Great. Yeah. He got great players all the way around.
Got to announce this one more time, Coach. We can never get them Aints fans in here when they lose. You lost to one of the worst teams in the NFL, to the Giants, and I can never get an Aints fan in here. What's going on with them Aints, man? I don't get it.
Kobe, where you at?
I know, Kobe, Lil Dan, where y'all at? We don't hear from y'all when y'all lose, but when y'all win, I'm getting all sorts of texts. Yep. No text on Sunday, though, when y'all lost. I just want to point that out. Just want to point that out, though, man. But real quick, Coach, let's run through these games of the week, man. We got one tonight, man. Who do you think, Rams and Seahawks?
I'm going Seahawks.
You going Seahawks? Now, on the Sunday, man, the Browns got the Chargers, but Baker Mayfield is suffering with a left shoulder strain. He has to have an operated on. It got to be operated, but he's not going to do it till after the season.
So I picked against the Browns the other week when I thought Baker wasn't going to play, but Baker played, and I got that pick wrong. So as long as Baker played, they're playing the Chargers.
They're playing the Chargers,
and the Chargers just beat the Raiders the other day, right?
Yes.
So I'll stick with the Chargers.
That's what I'm in. I'm with the Chargers too. Now, I think a good game going to be this week is going to be the Bills and the Chiefs, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know which way to go, but I'm gonna stick on my Chiefs on that one, man. But the Bills is looking good, man.
I'm going Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia.
This one right here, I'm going against. Hey, Saints and Washington. I'm going for Washington this week. Them Aints, man, I don't know what else is there to say. This is 2 weeks in a row. They got to play the worst division of ever, which is the what is that? The NFC East.
Yep.
The worst division ever last season. I'm gonna go with Washington on that one.
And Chase Young is not having a good year so far. So I'm gonna go. Oh man, do I really want to go to Saints? I'll go Saints. I'll go Saints.
Okay. Then we got my Bears, man, going against them Raiders, man.
I'm going Raiders.
You going with the Raiders? Yeah, you know I got to go with the Bears. Do or die, Bears is all the way. Denver, this was a hard one for me, but the Denver Broncos playing the Steelers, but I still think I'm going with Denver. Even though that Teddy Bridgewater is out, I'm going to just stick with Denver.
I'm going Steelers.
You going to go with the Steelers?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because that one right there, I don't know. I still think the Broncos defense is great, though.
Right.
That's the only difference. They'll get to Roskenberg, so that's what I was saying. You know what? I'm going to go with the Broncos on that one. Mm. Man, we're going to touch a little bit on this NBA, man. NBA kicked off.
Was that all the games?
Yeah, that was all the games the other week that Austin had picked. So I only go with Austin. What he picked, because normally when I pick them all.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. He only picks what he picked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
Okay.
For the games of the week. But I pick them all. I always pick Thursday, I pick Monday, and then I pick the rest of the Sunday. But he did all this himself. So I just going off of what he said. Cool. Yep. So man, we got to touch on some NBA right quick.
Yes,
NBA started, preseason. I mean, hell, preseason looking better than the regular season because the preseason giving us a taste of what the regular season is going to be like. Oh my God, I'm a happy man because my Bulls are definitely looking good. I'm a happy man.
Looking good. The Hawks are looking good.
The Hawks is looking good, even though Trae Young, he's out. He got hurt yesterday's game.
Right.
Yeah, he suffered an injury yesterday's game, so I'm quite sure he won't play the rest of the preseason.
But did you see what John Collins did to Jared Allen?
Oh my God, I didn't even think the man can rise that high because Jared Allen got to be what 7'2".
Yeah.
I'm like that man. You talking about climbing a tree? He damn sure climbed that tree yesterday. That was a hell of a dunk.
Those are two of the best young big men in the game right now.
Yes.
So, that was dope to see that interaction. Now, granted, he didn't catch him head up. You know what I'm saying? It was an alley-oop, and they threw it behind Jared Allen, so he kind of got caught off guard.
Yeah.
But hey, that.
And if you want to know the truth, I think Jared Allen ducked. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he wanted to try to block him or nothing. He actually ducked. You know what I'm saying? So that was it. One thing we're gonna discuss, and you remember the NBA implemented the new rule on Curry, James Harden
jumping into the three.
They how they love to jump into it, right?
Yeah.
Curry was got that offensive foul as of yesterday. He was the first one that did it, and they gave him that offensive fine. So they letting him know you're not going to be able to do this year. You know what I mean? Him and James Harden, they known for doing that.
They're big on it, especially James Harden.
Right. So he got his first offensive. I ain't gonna say his first offensive, but I mean for the year, he got the first foul on him with the new rule in play. You know what I'm saying? So I guess he's going to have to practice that, knowing that you can't jump into players like that anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, we want to touch on these players losing some big money, man. I guess we got to look at it like this, man. Your boy, Kyrie, I don't even know what to say.
Boy. I'm not a Kyrie fan. So.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about Kyrie right now, is that you stand to lose over $400,000 a game because you won't get vaccinated on what you saying is your beliefs. I'm not understanding that right now, because right now I wouldn't be losing no $400,000 for one. For number two, also they're talking about they want to trade him, but Durant won't allow them to trade him, and so now I think Brooklyn hands is tied, man. It's like, what do Brooklyn do right now? I would think I would have to sit down with Durant and say, look, Durant, we got to do what's best for the team. You looking at it for one person, we got to do what's best for this team. This man is standing to lose $400,000. Said, if you trade me, I will retire.
That's $16.4 million.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Now I bet Brooklyn. This was my pipe dream. I'm just living NBA fanboy's pipe dream. I bet Brooklyn wish they would have traded Kyrie for Russell Westbrook.
Yes, they wanted to though. They wanted
the return on the OKC 3 in Brooklyn,
but they wanted to. Durant stopped it. They said Durant stopped it. Yeah, they said he wanted to. That's what they wanted to trade for, was Westbrook. But Durant was like, no, he wants to stay with Kyrie. But then, damn it, if that's what you want, then you better talk to your boy and be like, look,
hey, Kyrie ain't. If I don't see what's gonna happen. Somebody made a joke, about Kyrie. He had, when Facebook and Instagram was down, he was all for getting the vaccine, and then it came back up. He was able to do his own research again, and he said, "Nah, I'm good."
Okay, that's crazy though.
It was a joke, but I found that to be a little funny, man.
I look at it this way: like when Kyrie, you have an injury, or Kyrie, you go through surgery, and
you go with the doctor.
Right. You don't know what they're shooting in you. They don't explain that. What they're putting in you, all you want is the pain to stop. So if you're not worried about when you go to the doctor and you break your arm, you get an ACL or whatever.
Well, you can just say his ankle, because he's known to have empty ankles.
Okay, for his ankle. And they shooting you up. You're not asking the doctor what you get. You know what I'm saying? All you want is the pain to stop. So my thing would be with this. I'm looking at my $400,000. $400,000, I'm taking the shot.
Right.
Because we're talking about $400,000 a game. We're not talking about $400,000 for the season. We're talking about $400,000 for the game. So you didn't make that much money that you don't care about losing $400,000. Then you handcuffing the team because you know what? Just say I'm done. I quit. Let the team bring somebody else in there. You know what I'm saying? So now you handcuff them. If you're supposed to be Durant's friend, why are you doing Durant this way then?
Why are you doing your boy like that? Well, here's the thing. You remember it was Kyrie, it was KD, and it was DeAndre Jordan. They got rid of DeAndre.
Yep.
They got rid of DeAndre.
And DeAndre is KD boy too.
Yeah. They cut DeAndre.
Yeah.
And personally, I was of the ilk. I didn't want them to trade for James Harden. Okay. Because they had so much depth. Okay. They had Chris Leverett, or what is that his name? Karis LeVert. That's what I mean.
LeVert, right. They got LeVert.
They had Jared Allen, and they had, I can't remember the other guy. And
Who was the other guy that was hurt last year? And they was it no, it wasn't Bazemore. I cannot think who they got, and then they went on and let him go.
It was three of them. It was three guys plus Joe Harris. And I'm like, man, all those guys are like talented young guys, and y'all just getting rid of them. So hey, Brooklyn, it is what it is with y'all now, man. You got James Harden, you got KD, and basically, man, it's gonna be the KD show this year.
Yep. I mean, they still got what's his name? I can't think of his name. Came over from New York. Blake Griffin. They still got Blake Griffin. They still got enough weapons that you can't do without Kyrie. I mean, you really can't do without him. Right. You know what I'm saying? So another player we got to talk about, man. Ben Simmons.
Speaking of this big money, man.
Money.
It was $300,000 he lost last week.
Man.
And from what I'm hearing, is that they weren't expecting it to be that much. I don't know what they were expecting, but that Philly hit them with the max of losing money. I mean, it's not like, and when we say losing money, it's not like the money was in his account and then it got taken out of. He just didn't get paid, right? So, I mean, but he also didn't work. So, I mean, you don't get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid.
You don't get paid. Now I'm hearing that he talking about coming back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not going to lose no money. I may be unhappy until they decide they're going to trade me and do whatever, but I'm going to be there. Hey, coach, if you want to put me on the floor, put me on the floor. If you don't, that's fine with me, but I'm going to be right there getting paid.
Yeah, the way I see it, man, is if he was smart enough, man, he saved up his money for a year to pay for his whatever rent or lease he has, as far as his house, car notes, all that's secure. Man, hey, he should be good. If he's ready to take this long haul, he's ready to take this long haul. So
there you go. I don't think he's ready though.
If I'm him, I was ready. And forget the Sixers. I'm gonna do this. Because now, and then they're at this point now, the Sixers don't want to trade them at a low ball. Right. That's the only thing. Like, Ben Simmons is not the bad guy in this situation, not in my opinion. In my opinion, man, the Sixers are the bad guys because they want him there just so they can put him on the floor to show that he's still a great player.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all. And they want to raise his value so they can get what they can out of him.
Yep. That's all it is, man. Like I say, I agree with you 100%, coach, but I'm not going to lose no money. So I look at it this way. Y'all don't want to put me on the floor. What y'all wanted me to do? Hey, I'm gonna be getting my money though. I'm not gonna lose that money. I'm like Kendrick Perkins. You don't leave the lettuce. You take that lettuce with you, you know. And I'm looking at him like that. I won't be losing the lettuce, man. So that's just me. But yep. Anyway, coach, that's the end of the show, man. Unless you got something else going on, that's about it right there. That's a wrap.
Before we get out of here, man, we got to give a big shout out. A couple things. The Jordan brand athletes, man. Jordan actually has a couple athletes in different sports doing very well. For golf, he has HV3. That's Harold Bonner III, who competed in the Sanderson Farms Championship this past week. That's actually Big Dog in Jackson, Mississippi. Okay.
And he got Bubba too. Don't he have Bubba?
Yeah. I was getting the Bubba next. So Austin actually caddied at that golf match or golf championship 2 or 3 years ago
Okay.
We caddied there about 2 years ago. Also, I wish I would have known not Bubble, but HV3 would have been there this weekend. I would have made my way to get there and watch them play.
Yeah.
Because I like HV3. And then speaking of Bubba Wallace, man, or Bubba is a Bubba Watson. Let me get it correct. I hate to do that, man. But I get him confused with the golfer.
Okay. I think he's
So
Bubba Wallace,
Bubba Wallace,
right?
Bubba Wallace is the race car driver.
It's the race car driver, right?
He actually won he's
Right.
the first black guy to win a race since 1963.
Yep.
A lot of people are trying to hate and say, it was due to rain delay, or he saw he had a chance to take the lead and took a lead before they caused the rain delay. And it's like, that's the point of the race. I mean, you're supposed to do with no rain delay.
When they got a rain delay in baseball and the other team come back and win, y'all gonna say, that's due to the rain delay?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, that has nothing to do with it.
People have won the Daytona 500 due to rain delays or rain stoppage. So, hey, it is what it is. Hey, big shout out to you, Mr. Bubba.
Yep. And that's also a Jordan brand, because didn't Jordan partner up with him?
Yeah. Jordan has his own race team, and he is the signature racer. So big ups to the Jordan brand.
There you go, right there, man. That's it right there for the show, man. We want to say thank you for our show, man. It was a great show. I gotta say thank you to Coach P, man. Don't worry about it. Austin will be back next week, man, and we're gonna be rolling once again, man. Thanks a lot. Rep your side, whatever side you own, rep it. Big Dog out of here.